Okay, hello. I feel like you guys are high up. It also feels like you're gonna hit me in the nose. Anyways, hi, hey, hello. It's like 1:30 on a Saturday. I'm getting a very late start to the day. I literally just showered and just put my clothes in the washer. Tough. But I wanted to take you along for 24 hours because this weekend is the F1 finale. And if you didn't know, I'm an F1 girly. Love the sport. And my friend is doing an art show this weekend, and I want to capture some moments and put it together forever kind of thing. So that's what's happening. I think I'm going to probably take this till 1:30 tomorrow because by then the race will definitely be done. I'll definitely have my thoughts and feelings about said race. So yeah, that's the plan, Stan. So qualifying was today. I guess I'll give you a little bit of F1 yapping. Qualifying was today. Max took pole. And that's a bummer. A bummer. You know, but Max is doing exactly what he needs to do because McLaren is fumbling back. And as much as I'm not Max Verstappen's fan, like biggest fan in any capacity, because I'm just not, I cannot be angry at the fact that he's fully taking advantage of McLaren and the holes that they are leaving and the fumbling that they are doing. Because I'm like, yeah, okay, Max. Get your fifth, I guess. Sure. Who's gonna stop you? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Because I don't even really like McLaren either. Like, I haven't liked McLaren since the way they treated Daniel Ricciardo. For all of their, like, mental health awareness. And then they're, like, letting those tabloids, like, run about Daniel Ricciardo back in the day. So I'm not McLaren's biggest fan. I'm not Lando's biggest fan either. Because I did think he was, like, fun and dorky in the beginning. And then I'm sure things got taken out of context. And I heard some clips and yada, yada, yada about, like, his thoughts on Daniel. And then I was like, oh, you're just so young. And I just don't like that narrative that's coming out, right? Which it may not even really be him because I don't know these people. I don't know them. And I don't think they care if I care. Like, if I don't like them, you know? They're millionaires. And so, but I did want Oscar kind of to win because I do kind of like Oscar's vibe. And I love that he's dating his high school sweetheart. And yes, their partners matter to me. My dream could have been like, my dream for this season, honestly, would have been for Alex to like podium. And I am very proud of Carlos for shoving it to Ferrari for making podiums. I am desperately sad that Lewis never got a podium in a race other than a sprint race. I really want that man to win his 8th because in reality, he's technically already won his 8th because I became an F1 fan in 2021 and I watched that season. From about Monaco on is when I like really got invested and started like super following. And having to watch Abu Dhabi in 2021 live while a man gets on the radio and changes the rules of engagement with a singular lap left of the race was diabolically like scarring. All those team radios where they're like, huh? What? What do you mean? What's happening? Me. I'm at home going, wait, what's happening? What are they doing? All because they thought it would be more interesting instead of just finishing under the safety car. And I don't really want to watch a finale in Abu Dhabi. I really don't. Even though Michael Massey is nowhere to be seen. So you know, but I'm going to watch Abu Dhabi. I'm going to watch Abu Dhabi because F1 is also moving to Apple TV, and I'll be damned if I'm going to pay all that money for Apple TV. I was paying $80 for F1 TV and getting access to all of the things that I wanted, and now you want to switch to Apple TV? And I can't just get access to F1 through Apple TV. I'm going to have to pay for Apple itself? No. I'm going to follow all of my girlies on the internet. All the F1 girlies who are either already having Apple TV or all the European girlies who are watching Sky. And then they can live react the races for me and give me recaps because I'm not paying Apple. I already pay them for my storage, for their devices. No, I'm not giving them any more money. So, I don't even know what I'm really talking about. I'm just honestly yapping out Formula 1. I think I was talking about my dreams. It would have been for Max not to even be in contention for his 5th. But again, McLaren is fumbling the bag. And honestly, at this point, he deserves the 5th. Because what do you mean, McLaren? McLaren at this current point, I'm just like, you're not worthy of winning a driver's championship. Like, what are you doing? Anyways, let me see. What else is there? Honestly, I would wish that Red Bull was a better team culturally and just otherwise, because I can't believe Isaac is going to the second seat and not just like staying and getting further development and experience at, I was going to say Toro Rosso. LOL. I mean, it is Toro Rosso, but at Racing Balls. Oof. And then what else? What else would I have wanted this season? I would have wanted, yeah. Ferrari not to be the hot mess that it is. Tough. Tough ask, apparently. Probably Haas to have done better just for Ollie, but I think Ollie's done pretty well, because I do like Ollie. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. I didn't really have high hopes, because honestly, these ground effect cars upset me. I don't know what it is, but I was like, I think it's because I was expecting, as someone who joined F1 in 2021, because that was the end, like at the end of that era, that I was like, whoa. And granted, most races were won by Lewis or Max that year, so not very exciting. But I was unaware how tiresome it gets to get the same people to win over and over again, because I was new to the sport. That it was such a bummer to watch all those horrible, clunky cars just not perform well. And the fact that we have like another rule change is, I mean, it is what it is. So we'll see what next year is like. I would like to hang up my frames and possibly like just go ahead and frame my other prints I have. Going to that art show and seeing like, I don't know if I told you this, but like we went to the art show, or we went to the place and we helped hang like people's like art submissions. And I was like, that was really cool. Like it started with like a whole bunch of stuff. And then I like helped a little bit. I wasn't like the biggest helper, because like my sister called and we were talking about heated rivalry. And it was just really cool to like see it then like all up on the wall. It was just so badass. Like I should have commemorated it a little bit more yesterday with like pictures or something. But it was just really fucking cool. It was just really fucking cool. And then it really reminded me, we really just have free will. We really do have free will. Like this little art show didn't exist until someone decided like, we'll do this art show. And then they just like made it poof out of thin air. And then boom, bada bing, here it is. And I just think that's really cool. But I did see some like digital pictures that were like selected and like allowed to be shown. And I thought, oh, I could probably submit my amateur photos to like local art shows and maybe like have one displayed. And how cool would that be? You know? Because I think I'm going to frame, while you're here, we're continuing to yap. It's a 10-minute clip at this point. Here are two basic frames. They're not my favorite, but I think it's just going to override what I want. Because I can always change my frame, but I do want these pictures up. And that is, I really want this picture that I took up. It's, I love it. And then this picture that I took, I also really love it. And it honestly feels like very basic, because I'm like, what a casual photograph. But I'm like, oh dude, I just love that. You know, you got the back, like, well, I just love it. And then like the blur, because the motorcycles come in, the New York City taxi, the MTA bus. You got the strand right here. I didn't even realize when I had captured this image that like the strand's there. I just love it. I don't have a frame, but I would also love, I don't know if I showed you this one either while we're here. But this, technically I took this photo like vertically, but then I turned it horizontally because I also love this photograph, like the movement of the boat with the water and the like welcome. And it's so clearly like an NYC ferry. It's like, welcome to New York. It's been waiting for you. I just also love this. Anyways, so I think I might put those in here. And I don't super love that because it's so white on white. But I haven't found anything that I want. Like, I think I want like a moody, like maybe I should paint these gray. And then I feel like that would very much like vibe. So we'll see. A part of me is like, do you think I could just paint it without? Anyways, that was just a random floating around. Because I also I love this little selfie my sister took. Like, how gorgeous. How gorgeous. The cliffs of Moher. Look how gorgeous the cliffs of Moher look. I cannot believe that I have seen them not once, but twice. How lucky am I? Real lucky. At least that's what Gary says. Shout out to Gary at TripAdvisor. Doing the cliffs of Moher. Is it just the cliffs of Moher? Bus tour? So maybe we'll do that. So that's just like up, because I also want to frame. I want to figure out where to put this. My other New York stuff. So that's just also off my floor. And to kill time, because I'm essentially just waiting until it's time to go to the art show. I was helping my roommate with a little bit of stuff, and they may text me that they need something. So I'm just going to be around the house doing things. Because our internet's also acting up, so it's not like I can really watch anything on TV. I could, however, whip out some DVDs. So we'll see. Okay, I'm on my tippy toes. I figured out where I want these. And I'm going to put them up there in between my diplomas and my McLaren. So, here's hoping that stays in focus. Because I don't really have a place to put you for you to see like up close and personal. So here's hoping. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I think I'm moving. I think I was gonna leave it. Ready? Hold on. This is what it currently looks like. But I could almost live with it. But I think I should move over the white one. Because I was like, oh, it's fine. And then I was like, actually, no. So. Honestly, I could have done more. But I got scared. And that small movement does feel better. It's probably not even gonna be noticeable. I'm probably gonna show you, and if you're in the comments watching, you're gonna be like, there was no change. But there was a slight change. I feel like it's just a little bit closer. I don't need them to be super close, you know what I mean? It just feels a little bit better. One could say I should center it fully over the door frame. And I understand that you probably want that. But I kind of just want that wall space taken up. So. Oh, actually, I love that. Pumped. Now let's see. I guess maybe I have one. And if I had to pick one to display, I'm displaying this because I absolutely love it. It's just so much white. It's so much white. How can we change this? I wish I had fabric. All right. Let's come down here for a second. I have tissue paper. I don't think tonally any of these will actually work, but we could go technically with a little bit of orange. I feel like also the tissue paper might cheapen it because it's not a matte. But like, what if I just did, a part of me wants to do silver or like gray. I don't know. I'm like, well, One could always do black. Actually, I think I like the black. I think it's because this right here is so dark. Okay, let's see what happens. I have a standard iPhone camera. I really love this picture. Okay, I think I'm gonna put this picture actually outside of my room. In like the common space, but like technically still my room, because I have a wall by I have 2 walls that like jut out a little bit past the door into the kitchen and dining room area. So I think that's where this is gonna live. Sorry for the glare. Alright, I already adjusted it. Not so cool. Okay, let's clean up. I wanted to frame this one, but I don't have an idea of where to put it yet. And I don't want to put it in these. Now, for my favorite part of the cleaning, since I have my aunt's shark vacuuming. It's my favorite. Ever since she gave me this because she didn't want it anymore. Oh, I love to vacuum. I love it. I love it. Laundry's done. Actually, this feels really weird because I feel like I should be talking here. But the camera's right there. Anyways, I put a t-shirt underneath this because this is just the top I'm going to wear. It feels very fitting for an art show. So, I'm jamming out to this song. Currently, I don't know. We're going to see what we do. Anyways. Alright, here is the final product. This is what I'm leaving to go to an art show for. You might think this is not art show vibes, but it's what I want to wear, so we're wearing it. I got star clips in my hair that I'm really excited about, that I figured out how to use these in a way that I really like. I got the t-shirt that you already saw me in. The final product is in fact my fun jean jacket. Can you see the other patch? Anyways, wear my Hot Wheels Vans too. I'm pumped. I'm really excited for my friend. I have to leave shortly. This is the look. So, I will not be bringing this camera because I do not want it to be obvious. I will be bringing just my cellular device to hopefully catch snippets here and there. I'm excited! Anyways, catch you guys in the next one. You have to color grade? Well, it's easy. Do you want me to show you? Y'all, don't mind the hair. I just took my hair clips off. I just got home. First of all, congrats to my friend because that art show was so cool. And there were so many people. I took footage like after, towards the end, when there were less people and some of the art had like sold and gone home. But dude, that was so cool. I also got, someone asked me if I had any art in the show and I was like, oh, no. And they were like, oh, you seem very artsy. And I was like, what a compliment and that person submitted artwork. So that was fun. Anyways, I really came on here to say, one, I'm home. And two, I tried to get home. The journey I just went on to get back to my apartment, diabolical. I have never felt more like a noob trying to drive home from the art show than I did tonight. It made me feel like I just moved to Houston, as if I wasn't here like 18 years ago. First of all, the art like studio is like downtown, right? And where it's set up and like that surrounding area of downtown has like no lights, no paint on the ground, classic Houston. No reflectors, also classic Houston. So you really have to, like, when you drive at night in Houston, you really got to know your area, right? So first of all, my Google Maps is Google Mapping, and I'm like, what is this? What? Because yesterday when I came home, it had me doing all these weird loop-de-loop-de whatever to get on, but I managed to get on where I needed to 59 to get where I needed to go. Well, this time it tells me to like go this way and do something. So I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I do it, and then I'm not understanding what's happening. So then I get on a ramp. Unfortunately for me, that ramp leads me to I-10, which normally would be fine. However, due to the World Cup and them redoing something for the bayous for conservation and flooding, I'm on I-10 and I'm like, oh, easy. I'll take the 45 South ramp, right? Closed. And I'm like, fuck. Then I'm like, okay. Then I'll just take this, I'll keep riding I-10 till I get to 610 and I'll just get on 610. Wrong. Closed. So I'm like, what the fuck? So then all of I-10 is diverted onto 45 North. And then I'm just like, okay, well, I live in South Houston. So now I'm on there. And I'm like, okay, well, fine. I'll just take 45 till I get to 610. And then I'm seeing traffic piling up and I'm like, oh no, are you telling me right now that that 610 on-ramp is probably closed? So I immediately divert, right? I'm taking back streets to get to the part of to get to a part of 610. Any part at this point, I get on 610. And luckily, it's somehow wildly congested just like right there over by like, if you're from Houston, Yale and Shepherd area when you get on. And then I hear my Google Maps because I forgot she was on, trying to tell me to take 59. And I'm like, are you telling me to take 59 instead of just ride 610 because something on 610 is closed? And then I'm like, no, I think you're just silly goosing and you don't actually know. You're trying to give me this weird way. So I stay on 610. Luckily, it's fine. However, I do decide to exit early because I was like, there's so much fog and people are being chaos right now. Like, I know I have a lot of years of experience living in Houston. But I feel like every year people get more and more reckless. Like, I do not remember people being this aggressive and this willing to just die in their car 10 years ago. Like, are all of your brains rotted? Because, like, what is happening? So, yeah, I exit early and I watch somebody, like, I'm at my light, right? And I watch somebody from all the way over here. Know that it's turning yellow. Gun it. Gun it. It's turned yellow already at this point. It's about to turn green and it's red. And it's red for a good 5 seconds before they even reach the line, and they blast past. And I was just like, I should have stayed on the highway. Because then I go and I'm taking the side streets to get to my apartment. Because I was like, I just don't want to deal with these lights and that lights or whatever. I'll take these lights, whatever. Then I'm at a light and someone's trying to take a left turn, not paying. It's nighttime. I get it's hard to see, but like, we have headlights. So you're telling me you didn't see the bright lights coming at you? Nearly T-bones another car just casually. And I just want to be like, and then they just stay there and honking at each other in Houston fashion. And I was like, get me home. Get me home. And now I'm home. So, that was banana beans. Every time I'm like out and about, sometimes I'm like, you guys really do have death wishes. And although I do not like being unemployed, I'm really glad I'm not driving rush hour, because I'm sure that would be horrific. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll catch you guys in the morning. It's like 11. And the fact that I think I might wake up early to go get a coffee to watch Formula 1 feels diabolical. But also I'm like, well, it is the finale. I do want to watch it real time. Anyways, other than that, the art show was so cool. Like, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, damn, my friend really just had free will. And they said, let's make an art show, and they made an art show. And isn't that cool? Okay. I need to go to bed.
The World Championship, turn 5.
I definitely would rather be sleeping currently. Alright, 90 minutes later, roughly. And we have a new world champion. Honestly, I'm a lot happier than I thought I would be. He's crying! Good job, Lando. Won it by 2 points, suckers. I'm glad I stayed awake, because I was like, dude, it was a very boring race. And now I gotta watch the whole thing. I can't just go leave. Oh, his mom giving Oscar a hug. I mean, like, well, fuck that guy. But
Lando Norris is 7, and it gives him the title. Wonderful sporting scenes. The Norris clan. Hugs for his engineers. McLaren deliver. George Russell says, well done. He passed the tests in that Grand Prix. The old friends. Embracing.
alright. I went to get a coffee, and I failed to record it. Because I was on the phone with my mom. Telling her all about the art show. And F1, obviously. But proof I left the house today. So I figured we got to put in the journal entry. I started screenshotting pictures from Instagram for Lando's entry into my Hobonichi, so I figured we could do that. You know, now that I've sat with it for 2 hours, I'm happy for him. Good job, Lando. I don't know. It's a good Sunday, you know? Alright. We're in the living room. Here are the pictures that I've screenshotted. We've got Lando standing on his car. Lando on the podium. I believe that's Carlos Sainz. Yeah. And then this is a smaller screenshot from Instagram. And then me, my friends. Okay. So let's, first off, get back to this, because the last day that I did this was Monday, which means I have a whole week to catch up on, so why not do it right now instead of Monday? What do I want to watch? All right, it is officially ready. There it is, 2:30, which means this vlog is done. I also managed to finally do all the pages I was behind. I had like a week. Basically, I hadn't done anything since Monday, and today is Sunday. So, yeah, like I only had this page, and I had to do all of these. So, we did that. I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Maybe you'll see it in another vlog. Maybe you won't. Like, seeing this on camera is just so cool that I really have committed to the bit for, like, a second year. I am going to do, like, a flip through of my Hobonichi, but I don't think, like, a full flip through. Like, maybe, like, explaining what I've done to these earlier pages. But I think last year I asked, like, my mom and sister to give me, like, random days, and then I showed, like, what I did on those days. And I think this year, if anyone is on here watching and is interested, I think I'm going to do a random number generator. Because in the Hobonichi, like, over here it has a number. And so it's like June 24th is the 175th day of the year. And I'm just going to put 365 and then pull a bunch of days and then just open the Hobonichi to that day and, like, talk about what's going on or just show people. So, let me know if that's interesting. Because I was like, I feel like people would want a full flip through. But also, the Hobonichi's a big boy. So, and sometimes it's just boring stuff because I literally, you know. Anyways. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. And if you didn't, live your best life. Bye.